But I'm telling you, the moment one person got out of hand, everyone immediately took sides, and it got violent fast. Stories for days of that stuff. Now, two of the guys who lived in this flop house slash trap house had just robbed a bank. This is a good one. What up, I'm Rob Level, and I'm about to tell you a screwed up life story of mine about when I used to live with bank robbers and dealers in a flop house slash trap house in Southside Chicago, where I'm from. This is a crazy story, okay? But first, I'd like to thank you for watching this video, right? Because I know that this video and all my other life story videos that I posted are gonna help a lot of people. That's why I put them up. I'm inspiring and motivating people. It's what I do, right? That and music. Warning though, this story may be a bit intense, okay? So I'm sorry if it brings up any trauma for you like it does for me. Let's get into it. I just got kicked out of a homeless shelter I was living in, okay? Took the last of my money, and I bought a Greyhound and I went back to Chicago. I went right back to my old neighborhood, found an old friend. He brought me over to a flop house, and I convinced the people there, who were all living there, which some dangerous guys, to let me stay there. I had my laptop on me and I had a little microphone. I said, look, I can mix your music, I can record your music. And they're like, okay, everybody wants to be a rapper. Yet I was the only one who actually taught myself how to use the software and had the equipment. But almost every person in the house was in one gang or another. The entire house next door was actually an entire Latin count nest. Counts were under 5. GDs were under 6. Okay, Folk Nation. It was like this intermingling of like everybody would typically be enemies, but they're like, who cares? We just need somewhere to sleep. Screw all that gangbang. Really, as long as nobody disrespected somebody else, everybody was cool. But I'm telling you, the moment one person got out of hand, everyone immediately took sides, and it got violent fast. And I have stories for days of that stuff. Drive-bys, all kinds of stuff. But I'm gonna save that for other crazy life story videos, okay? So be on the lookout for those. But anyway, so all these gangs and random people were just living in this flop house. It was just, everybody's cool with each other because I could mix their music. I felt like I could see that they appreciated me. Like I had a place to stay, and it made me feel like, I fit in. I'm not gonna lie, as screwy as it sounds, I felt like I was truly happy because I felt like I had respect for the first time in a long time, and it was based on my music abilities. I also felt cool because anytime there was a beef, someone said something to me, somebody we knew got shot, somebody falsely claimed one of their sets, I always went with. And I was the crazy white guy. I always felt like I had to prove myself, so I would always go way further than necessary anytime there was a confrontation. So I got even more respect from everybody. This house had a basement. Another reason I loved the Midwest, you know what I'm saying, okay? And they were selling a bunch. There was every drug, coke, weed, X, you name it. Actually a ton of oxy as well. Everyone in the house, including me, actually got banned for buying triple C's at Walgreens and had our face on the wall because we were buying the triple C's for a guy named Navi. He would actually cook them up and mix them into his own drug that he was moving on the street that became really popular. Now his name was Navi because he had blown off fingers while cooking meth in a bottle one time.
You just blew your goddamn finger off!
Serious note though, I wasn't doing pills, and I never did because I was scarred from all the medication that they put me on as a kid. Navi just offered us extra money to go buy the triple C's because he was banned. And then when the next person got banned, he paid the next person to go get the triple C's until that person got banned, and so on. Then we move on to the next Walgreens, and you repeat the process, okay? In Southside Chicago, there's Walgreens everywhere though. Now, two of the guys who lived in this flop house slash trap house had just robbed a bank. And by the way, these two who robbed the bank, they were still in high school. They were suddenly coming in there with whole new outfits, brand new shoes, and they were going to school in these outfits, and that's actually what tipped off the police. It's actually a common rule. You don't start spending the money publicly.
No.
Unless you can prove where you're getting the money, okay? But again, they were 17 and 18, so I guess I was just as stupid then too. But because the cops were tipped off, they sent a snitch to us. An informant to them, snitch, you know what I'm saying? Sent him into the flop house where we were all living to gain everybody's trust. I'll tell you the terrifying thing that happened after the informant gave the police the information about what he saw inside the flop house in the next part of my crazy life story. Right. I'm gonna put that as a link at the end of this video so you can check that out. And I'll put it below this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please share your stories below, all your opinions and thoughts about this story. I love your input. I'm in the comments all day long looking at this stuff, okay? Anybody who does share the stories, please go below and look at those stories. Comment back to those people, let them know that other people are there and they have a support system because they may not have it anywhere else. And I want these comments to be a place where people feel like they're not being judged and where they can express themselves and have somebody to help them. You can see below I'm responding to everybody. And also I'm removing any comments of anybody being negative, so it's a safe place and you can share how you feel. And one last thing, please subscribe and like this video. This way it moves into the algorithm and it actually shares to more people so I can inspire and motivate people with my life stories like this and all the other ones that I have posted. Now I have the craziest life story links below this video. You can check all those out, alright? I'm gonna put a couple of them on the screen here for you that I suggest. And while you're looking at these, you can also hear some of my music playing in the background. That makes sense for this video story. I'm Rob Level. Follow me at Rob_Level on Instagram. Keep believing in yourself and keep hustling. and I'll see at the top. Bending over to pick up a basketball, he kicked me so hard in my ass. I think his foot penetrated my ass. Like, I'm not even playing. I flipped. I did a front. I'm like this. I'm bending over to kick me in the ass, bro. I did a front flip, and then he hit me with the basket, and I was already mad, and I just snapped. He's lucky I didn't kill him.
Suicidal.
Level. Ooh, I would've thought by now that I'd be way past these days. By now that my top be down on my brand new black Mercedes. Thought I would've made it by now. 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 Working 9 to 5, saving to survive. Pay the bills and put a little to the side.